To the men of the internet, I am seeking your help again. In one of my last videos, I asked, where are we going to meet a man? Because the wild isn't working and dating apps aren't working. Number one response I got, an overwhelming amount of you told me, approach the man myself. You need to understand, as women, we are told from a very young age to never approach a man. You let that man come to you. So this concept of a woman approaching a man, that's really foreign. So I guess my question to you is, what could I say? What's a good opening liner? What do you got for me? What's your...
And when I was younger, I was told that women are good and pure and don't have body counts in the triple digits. But well, I guess we've both been fed a lie. But gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the desert. Great to have you here, guys. We have yet another 30-plus-year-old woman with the stupid hand tattoos, because it's all a psyop, because all these women are clonings. They're not even real. It's all a matrix. So yeah, just like and subscribe for the original content. All right, but with that being said, guys, let's move on to more desperate women now. I'm gonna pass editor, move on to the next woman that is a level up, guys. So last one was 30 and single. This one is 40, single and childless. All right, and she's gonna tell us all the things she doesn't regret. Let's have a listen.
Childless 40-year-old woman, and these are some things. Hi, I'm an unmarried, childless 40-year-old woman, and these are some things about my life that I regret. Number one, I wish I hadn't gone to uni when I was 18. I didn't know what I wanted to do at that age, and I also wasn't mentally mature enough to get everything out of the uni experience that I should have done. If I could go back, I would have waited a few more years, maybe just until I was about 23 or 24. I think I would have really thrived. Instead, I ended up dropping out in my second year and used up my one chance of being able to get a student loan and go to university. Number two, I regret staying in some relationships as long as I did. I knew that I wasn't happy, and I still stayed because I didn't want to hurt the other person. It meant that for years of my life, I've sacrificed my own happiness for other people's.
Oh, she's so angelical, guys. This is the materialization of Angel Gabriel. She sacrificed her happiness, which, as we all know, is the center of the universe, for some relationships, guys. And if she regrets something, it's not dumping their asses sooner, because she needs to focus on her. Something you'll notice in this video is the I syndrome, I, me, and myself, and I, and my happiness, and mine, and, just these people are really sick in the brain. But let's continue now.
And I feel like this is going to be controversial, but I regret not getting some plastic surgery procedures when I was younger and I had the money for it. I know feminism, beauty standards, and I do totally agree with all of those things. I just really like this idea of modding your avatar, and you only get one life.
You only get one life. Is what every dropout in life, unsuccessful waste of a human always says, right? But then again, guys, it's just so funny because women keep yapping about the male gaze, the male standard of beauty, this and that, but literally nobody imposes on these women that they should get plastic surgeries. In fact, most men dislike plastic surgeries, and women still get them, right? So what does that tell you? Do you think that men are imposing on her to get a baboon a-hole as lips? No, it's just self-imposed. It's yet another thing that women are to blame for, but they reflect the blame upon men, right? Because as we all know, women are allergic to accountability. Let's move on to the third one.
I don't really regret anyone that I've slept with. Maybe if I go back in time, I probably would have made different choices. What I do regret is some people I didn't sleep with. I really hate having...
There you go, guys. We have the hand tattoos as well. No need to mention, right? Again, it's all a psyop. They're all a bunch of clonings. But notice the disparity. I don't know what to call it. The irony, guys. She regrets the little resemblance of being a decent human that she was by having a serious relationship. She regrets not leaving sooner, yet she doesn't regret getting her back broken by all the people that have done that, right? She doesn't regret feel like a turkey for Christmas, right? She doesn't regret all the white milk being dumped on her face. None of that she doesn't regret. In fact, she wishes more, guys, more. I'm not big of a whore. I'm not big of a whore enough. I need to be more of a fatherless, dirty-ass, stinky, professional shitty, right? That's what she misses. This is your average single and childless 40-year-old woman. When men say that there is a red flag in the age, it's not the age specifically, it's the things that come with it, right?
what ifs. And to be honest, if I'd slept with some of these people, I probably would have got the ick quicker and not wasted so much time crushing on them. 5, I regret not putting myself out there more. Lack of confidence and self-esteem meant that I didn't put myself forward for a lot of opportunities that I could have done, and I really, really wish that I could. But I'm only halfway through, so I won't be doing that anymore in the future. Sorry if you thought I was going to say that I regret not getting married and I regret being child-free, because I've never regretted those things for one day in my life. And part 2 is...
Oh, she's so empowering. Wow. No, genuinely, what a waste of a human life, guys. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, just objectively, what a waste of human matter. What a piece of scum. What a spoiled and just wasted. I don't know what other words to use. Must expand my grammar, right? No, not grammar. Lexicon? I don't know. Guys, we're not here to learn English. Just what a complete waste. A wasteland. 0 things achieved. In fact, it's negative. You know, the balance of her life is actually negative. She's in debt of being a good person. Geez, Satan's little imp over here, guys. But now, let's move on to this one. And let's see what this one has to say.
I'm deeply concerned about the population of Latvia. So the Latvian women, for every 100, 18 of them never get the opportunity to find a man in their country. Now this is because there's just not enough men to go around. So as you can imagine, the rich Latvian men, the wealthy ones, the good-looking ones, the charmers, they're all taken. In fact, they're all taken, even the ones without houses, homes. There are rich women in Latvia literally throwing themselves at foreigners, saying, I don't care if you don't have money. And then the mother-in-law often gives them a house to live in, gives them a car, gives them money, pays for their lifestyle, just so the daughter get married and have children. Because this is the issue. The Latvian women, they want children. They want them so much. But if there's no men available in Latvia, how the fuck are they going to do it? Like, how are they ever going to have children if they can't even find a husband? So my advice, seriously, if you're a man, it doesn't matter at this point how much money you have. Obviously, if you're rich, it helps. But she just wants a man. She just wants you to be there. And the key thing here is be respectful to her, you know, and take her seriously. I'm deeply concerned.
So, as you all may be aware of by this point, I'm Latvian. And let me tell you guys, this is a scam. Alright. It sounds too good to be true. It's because it's a scam. Oh, you're meaning to tell me that this country has all these blonde hotties, you know? And you don't even need to be rich, guys. You don't need to be tall. You don't need to be in shape. You just go there and get rewarded with a house and a hot blonde woman. Yeah, press X to doubt on that one. I've heard it about a lot of countries at this point. Oh, I get reels, right? South Korea will impress you because all these hot women, and there's like women who are 9s and 10s, are desperate for a man. It doesn't matter if you are overweight and balding and have 0 money. In fact, because of this specific scenario, you also get rewarded with a free house if you go there. It's like, yeah, dude, just shut up with this whole thing. It's not true. If that was the case, it will take less than a week for the country to be over-flooded with men. You know, the passport bros that are traveling to the other part of the effing world to find a decent woman, they will have went there already. All right, so it's a scam, guys. Don't get your hopes up. But anyway, let's move on to the last one, guys. And oh my, do I bring another embarrassment, another imp for us to cover, as you can tell by the septum piercing.
I am not opposed to keeping someone around just for the occasional little on a Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night you pop around, you bring in your pretty little face, your pretty little other things. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. But what does bother me is when you tell me to my face that I made you make noises that you've never made before. Something similar to a whimper, may I add. It was a whimper. It just straight up was. And then you get up on out of here and never speak to me again. That is what I have a problem with. We're not on the same page? I thought for sure we were on the same page. Am I not actually as good as you said I was? Is it possible to suck it too good? Did your soul actually leave your body and now you're destined to roam the earth as an empty shell for the rest of eternity without me? Why do these men keep leaving me? Huh.
Because you're a piece of crap. Hope that makes it clear. But there you go, guys. These men, the chats, guys, it's like takeaway for them. I joke on this channel saying the Tuesday thing on a Tuesday night, right? They go driving 3 hours in a thunderstorm. It's literally true. Like for these guys, the chats, the players, it's takeaway. They want some booty. They go on the app and they have like their 40 options lined up. And so they go with one. They tell her some little BS to make her feel good afterwards. And that's it. And they're out of there. Right? What an embarrassment of a woman, guys. What an embarrassment. Now, my daughter will never be like this, right? Because I will teach her better. But if that happens to be the case, I will probably unironically just unalive myself. I will forfeit immortality and embrace the sweet release of death. What an embarrassment you are to your whole lineage, to all the people that have fought to have you here. You're such an embarrassment, honestly. Yet another waste. These women are so disgusting, guys. I tell you, I have a gut reaction. They make me want to vomit and have explosive diarrhea all at the same time. Jeez, what a fucking embarrassment of people. And when your average woman is like this, you know that something is wrong with society. And I know that God did forgive Mary Magdalene, alright? But thankfully, guys, I'm not God. You know, so let God forgive them, because I won't. What a freaking embarrassment. What a disgrace that you even get called a human. But alright, let's move on to the article, guys. Walked out on a girl in bed who kept giving mixed signals. I met this girl off Tinder. Who is still using Tinder, guys, honestly? At first she said she just wants to be friends, so we went out on a friendly date, and of course here and there I had a little bit of flirting in there. She's very attractive, we had fun and ended up enjoying time. Everything kind of clicked, felt like we've known each other for years. Alright, I'm gonna pause right here, guys. People, and this is women, it's not people, it's women, being on Tinder and saying that they just want friends. What in the fuck? If you want friends, you bitch, go to the park. What are you doing on Tinder? Looking for new friends. You thirsty for attention 304. Go to the park. You want friends, go to Facebook. Alright, go to a club that plays checkers or something. You fucking dumbass. Get your ass out of Tinder. What a thirsty for attention prostitute you are, aren't you? Alright, I continue. Couldn't stop thinking about her for 3 days. Was texting her a lot, but she's showing no interest, so I kinda just faded away and not reply. And then she hit me up one night what I'm doing. I said nothing, so we ended up going out. Now this time I told myself I'm going for it and shoot my shot. Oh, let me guess. She ghosted and never replied back. You see why I'm against men dating, guys? It's like, look, you can date if you want for like 3 days. But don't be these pathetic simps that waste their life, waste their time. She's using you like a parasite. She's a freaking satanic, evil person that is manipulating you and using you. Dude, get the hell out of there. She's using you for attention. She's not interested. I mean, just when you told me that she's quote-unquote looking for friends, it was already clear. But this guy is probably a young moron. Wake up, dude. Wake up. Alright, we had an awesome night as like before everything clicked, and now we even shared secrets and personal stuff about us. Stop making it special. Women are not special. Most women are not special. Guys are romantic. Guys have an actual soul, you know. Guys get infatuated. Guys romanticize their partner. Women don't give a shit. They are soulless demons that don't care about you. 9 out of 10 of them, alright? And you'll probably never meet the 1 out of 10 because she's already married. Most women you'll encounter are soulless demons, empty shells of a person, corrupted by pure evil. Fucking learn it already. We ended up in bed at a hotel. Well, so much for looking for friends, right? Next morning, we were both acting like we wanted this and to see where this goes, and then all of a sudden, when we're about to have S3X, she started acting weird and we should just be friends, so I left and told her that she should stop sending mixed messages. So you went at a hotel and you slept and you didn't do anything? I left because I couldn't stop trying to make a move on her and felt like it was better for me to leave since I can't stop myself. Was that okay? What is okay is to ditch dating. Women are demons. Stop it. You'll encounter this same woman 1,000 times. Just stop it. Stop it already. Let's actually read this comment. If you went to bed, it is too late to friend zone you. Now her dilemma is solved. You won't be her friend nor her lover. Time to find someone who's actually into you. I didn't understand this comment, but yeah, if you got into bed, it's too late to friend zone you. Look, I mean, there are no rules about it, but if you go into bed with a dude, you owe him to, you know, don't give him blue balls. It's an unwritten rule. Like, it's not on a legal basis, right? He can't take you to court because you left him with blue balls, but come on, that is like the scummiest thing to do. But nothing unexpected from women, right? Now, let's read this other one, guys, and we'll finish the episode with this one. By Effective Carrot. How do you date without feeling like you are constantly being evaluated? So he's a man, right? I've been trying to get back into dating, and honestly, I didn't expect it to feel this weird. I've got some money saved up from a win on Rolling Riches. I'm stable, my life is fine, but the second I go on a date, I feel like I'm suddenly in interview mode. Not because the other person is doing anything wrong, it's me. I catch myself acting like I need to be present, like I need to present well instead of just being myself. I overthink everything what I say, how I sit, whether I sound impressive enough, whether I'm boring. Guys, women will literally judge you based on how you sit. It's literally everything. Everything on how you present yourself is something they'll judge you on. One little thing that gives them the ick, it's over. It's like I'm trying to earn a passing grade instead of meeting another human being. The crazy part is, I want connection. Take a load of this guy. I'm not playing games or pretending I don't care. I just don't know how to relax into it anymore. It feels like dating has turned into this constant silent audition, and I'm getting tired of performing. How do people get out of this mindset? Again, there's your mistake. There's again the mistake of thinking that this is your mindset. It's not your mindset, dude. It's reality. If you don't play games, you're not going to win with women. If you don't pretend that you don't care, you're not going to win with women. If caring was something that women valued, all of us will be in relationships. How do you stop feeling like you're being evaluated and actually show up as yourself? I don't know, try being gay, because with women it clearly doesn't work. Maybe with the gay community it will. But no harm on the channel, guys. But let me tell you something about myself, gentlemen. Outside of the fact that I'm Bulgarian. I hate performing. I've always hated performing ever since I was little. In all aspects. Like, if I'm feeling sad, I'm sad. If I'm angry, I'm angry. If I'm happy, I'm happy. I hate putting on a mask. Most people do this, from what I've noticed. They are sad, but they don't want for other people to notice, so they put on a mask, and they ask you how you are, and you reply, I'm doing fine. If I'm doing bad and somebody asks me how you're doing, I'm going to tell them I'm doing like shit, honestly. You know, thank you for asking. Right? Now, I'm not sharing my problem. I'm not burdening other people with my problems, but I'm being honest. And I honestly think that people need to be honest. Why, if you're feeling bad, why do you need to make other people think that you're doing good? That's why God has given you feelings. That's why feelings are shown on your face, so other people can notice how you feel. Like, that's the whole purpose. You're defeating the purpose, and you're being unnatural when you don't show your feelings. Now, there are situations, of course, that, you know, you don't want to make your elderly granny worried because you are ill or something. You may put on a mask for her. So there are situations, right? But in general, I never do. I fucking hate it. I just like being natural. And dating is not, right? Like, the whole thing with dating is the total opposite of being natural. The total 180 opposite of being yourself. If you are yourself, you're going to suck at dating. You have to play games. You have to pretend that you don't care. There are all these schemes, you know, there's this whole strategy of how you should act and not act. And again, I just fucking hate it. It's so false. It's so superficial. It doesn't work by definition. Relationships are not built on acting or pretending, right? And that's how it should be. That's how the fucking world spins. You should be who you are and you should be yourself. And if dating has changed, then okay, I'm just not going to be part of dating, right? It's just not worth it, guys. Even if you win at dating, nothing's ever going to come out of it. Even if you win at dating because you play all these games, you'll never get a real girlfriend. You'll never get a woman who actually likes you and values you for who you are. Most you'll get is a woman that maybe sticks around for a couple of years, but then inevitably, by definition, divorces you and dumps your ass. Because that's what happens when you pretend. And when you get involved with someone who also pretends and likes that you pretend. So there you go. We go back to, in this society, in this dating world, if you want to fight for the good things, then you're left with the chances of probably never being with someone, right? So you gotta be a hopeful romantic, guys, and wait for life to bless you with the equivalent of winning the lottery, which is finding a woman who will actually value you and respect you for who you are. So make your choice, you know? Now, my advice is don't play this pretend game. It's a total waste. You lose yourself in the process. Be a man. Be yourself. If you're a man who's more emotional, be more emotional. If you're a man who, I don't know, who likes art, well, that's a bit gay, you know, but still, be yourself. You don't have to fit into this mold that women value. Especially, guys, especially when the mold that women value is literally everything opposite to being a masculine man. Like being a little boy who plays games, being a bad boy, treating your mama wrong, you know, not being anything productive, anything meaningful. That's the type of men that women reward. Men who treat them like sex dolls. That's the type of men that women, you know, reward. And just, why do you want to be that, honestly? Why do you want to be that? But guys, let me know your opinions down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.